name is Nancy. I'm a cellist and I'm an educator, and I provide workshops for people in the workplace. And what I do is I take musical concepts and I match them to ideas that you are living in your work life. And what I wanted to do today was to describe maybe two concepts that we'll talk about and listen to and think about. And the first one I'd like to introduce us to is the idea of rhythm, which is something that would be steady, the idea of compression or sound. What would happen if I took just what I played, or another small example, and took all those musical notes and pushed them together? They would sound a lot like this. So if I don't have enough space between those musical notes, then what I get is noise. And the concept there might be, is there enough space in the workplace for you to thrive? When you're giving data, when you're giving information, is there enough pacing, enough space to the delivery? What would happen instead of having music that would sound and look like this? We took all that compression and we added breathing, we put the notes separated, and we played something maybe by Bach that would sound like. Now, one more thought here. I am playing notes that are all individual pitches. In other words, some notes are high, some notes are low. When we do this in music, we often have things higher on a staff or lower on a staff. That communicates pitch to us. But what would happen if I just took all those same notes that now I've teased apart, so it's not crunchy, but if I played the same pitch? That rhythm, that sameness is all that we'd hear. What happens when we value the difference between high, medium, and low? Longer, shorter, slower, faster? What happens if that creates the melody making the very beginning to one of the most famous pieces for the cello? So I'd like you to just imagine, how is this concept of using time, less compact, more breathing, the space between sounds, and the variety and the importance of the individual pitch? Maybe those are ideas that can help foster productivity and growth in the workplace. And the second idea, and only two ideas today, nice and short, the second idea I'd like to give to you is catching up a little bit more on this word of rhythm. What would happen if I took rhythm, which is generally almost like an EKG? You think about rhythm as a heartbeat, something that would be very steady. Let's use rhythm right now, and if I take every note and use the same exact length on a piece that you might know. It's hard for me to do. If I don't allow some notes to breathe or have longer length, and then rest or space in between, we lose something. We lose all the beauty that's created. We only get repetition and we only get intensity, and we don't have relaxation. How about if I play that same piece now with some rests, which will be silence, and the other aspect is this idea of feeling long and short, creating. So I made you wait for that last note, but you knew it was coming, you knew it wasn't finished, and just that silence, the gentleness and the open space can provide so much productivity, so much positive relaxation, and so much support in your workplace, in your personal life, in your relationships. So these are two ideas I wanted to bring to you today. And I think I'm simply going to close by playing something that changes the heartbeat to something a little faster. And at the very end, I think you'll notice two direct times that I'm going to hold those rests of silence and finish the piece. Thanks for your time.